Stock markets are in turmoil, investors are panicking, and a full-blown trade war between the United States and China may be just around the corner. Today, we break down how President Donald Trump's latest tariff war is sending shockwaves through Wall Street, and what it means for you. The Dow is down over 1,200 points at its lowest. The S&P 500 dipped into bear market territory. The NASDAQ is struggling to stay afloat as big tech stocks try to recover from steep losses. And the worst part? This could be just the beginning. It all started when President Trump announced a 10% tariff on imported goods. The goal? To fight back against what he calls unfair trade practices by China. But Beijing didn't back down. Instead of negotiating, China responded with a massive 34% tariff on all U.S. imports, a move that sent the markets into a free fall. Then, on Monday, Trump took to Truth Social with an even stronger message. If China doesn't roll back its tariffs by April 8th, the U.S. will hit back with a 50% tariff hike. And not just that, he's threatening to cut off all trade negotiations entirely. The reaction? Pure chaos. The Dow plunged nearly 1,500 points last week, marking the first time in history that the index has seen back-to-back 1,500-point losses. Monday saw another 457-point drop, and at its worst, the market was in full bear mode. The S&P 500 briefly dipped more than 20% from its previous highs, officially putting it in bear market territory. Even the tech-heavy NASDAQ, which initially dropped over 3%, managed to recover slightly as stocks like Nvidia and Palantir clawed back some gains. But make no mistake, the sell-off is not over. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick made it clear, these tariffs are here to stay. He told CBS News, the tariffs are coming. They are definitely going to stay in place for days and weeks. That means more uncertainty, more volatility, and more pain for investors. And if that wasn't enough, hedge funds are being forced to sell stocks to cover margin calls, pushing markets even lower. The CBOE Volatility Index, often called Wall Street's fear gauge, surged past 50, a level rarely seen outside of major financial crises. The panic isn't just in the US, it's spreading across the globe. Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index suffered its biggest single-day drop since 1997, falling 13%. Germany's DAX was down as much as 10%. Even Bitcoin, which many see as a safe haven asset, dropped below $77,000. And let's talk about oil. U.S. crude prices fell below $60 a barrel, hitting a multi-year low. Energy markets are feeling the pressure, and if this continues, we could be looking at a serious slowdown in the global economy. Billionaire investor Bill Ackman didn't hold back, posting on X. The president is losing the confidence of business leaders around the globe. This is not what we voted for. Ackman warned that without a pause or rethink, the U.S. could be heading for an economic nuclear winter. But Trump's advisors don't seem worried. Trade advisor Peter Navarro dismissed concerns, saying, "It's the non-tariff cheating that matters." Meanwhile, Trump claimed that Vietnam is offering to cut tariffs on the U.S. to zero, but negotiations with China, the European Union, and Canada are looking increasingly bleak. So where do we go from here? The next 24 hours will be crucial. If China refuses to back down, we could see tariffs escalate further, putting even more pressure on markets. And if other countries join in retaliation, the U.S. could be looking at a full-scale trade war. Investors will be watching April 9th closely, the date Trump's additional 50% tariffs could go into effect. If that happens, expect more volatility, more uncertainty, and possibly more pain for your portfolio. So, what should you do? If you're invested in the market, now might be the time to reassess your strategy. Some analysts believe this is a temporary dip, while others warn of a prolonged downturn. One thing is for sure, the next few days could define the future of the global economy. What do you think? Are Trump's tariffs necessary, or is this a disaster in the making? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest updates on this evolving crisis. Stay tuned, we'll be watching this story closely.